Hi everyone, this video is going to show you how to take a recording of your lesson and post it here in the announcements for a student to access it easily in case they missed the live or synchronous session. Okay, so because I put an asterisk in front of the word recordings, even though this folder begins with the letter R, it's going to appear up at the very top, because I have a feeling we're going to be using this folder a lot. So I'm going to open this recordings folder. And now to add my recording, I have a couple of options. I can drag it from my toolbar at the bottom into this field, or I can click New and then navigate to that file. So, New, File Upload, and it's in the Zoom folder is in the Documents folder on my computer. It might be there for yours. And I've noticed that in my documents, I have a folder called My Recordings, and I also have a folder called Zoom. I happen to know that my current recording that I'm going to use for this example is in the Zoom folder. It's called Test, and this is my file. So I'm just going to click on that and open it. You will be uploading, a current file that you've recently recorded with students. Problem is, this file name is not very helpful. So in Google Drive, I can go ahead and rename that. I'm going to right-click because I happen to like the right-click option, and then select Rename. And I want to give it a friendly name that will make it meaningful for my audience. I'm going to call this Community Meeting, and I would like to give it a date so that it's easy for my students or maybe even my parents to locate, and press OK. And now I'm going to say that because the word community meeting is first, I'm going to rename this again to make it easier, and I'll show you why I'm bothering with that. I'm going to put August 19th first, and the word community meeting after, so that when I get a bunch of them in the folder, the dates will go in chronological order. This will just be helpful long term. I highly recommend that. Oh, why isn't this going away? That's interesting. Oh. Now that I've renamed the file, the next thing I need to do is make sure I can find a shareable link. So to do that, I need to open the file. I'm just pausing it so I don't have to listen to it. And then at the top, I'll find an ellipse with more actions. Click that ellipse in the top right-hand corner and now select Share. Notice that right now I have access to this file only, but you want to make it so that people, or your students in itsLearning, can access it. Right now the file is restricted, and maybe that's fine. You could just make sure you change the link to Savannah-Chatham County School System, right? We want anyone within Savannah-Chatham County to be able to view this file. We're not looking to make it public on the internet. So I'm going to click Done. Oh, but I forgot to copy the link. So let's come back up here and click Share. And I guarantee this will happen to you. So there, copied the link. I often leave this window open because I might end up needing to come back here quickly. So I leave it open in my tabs. You'll see I've got lots of tabs open. Okay. Now I'm going to come back to itsLearning, and I've got to give if I'm going to link my meeting to my announcements, I've got to go ahead and put this in the resources area. So I'm going to open my resources tab. And you'll see I've already gone through here and made a recordings folder. This will help you in the long run as well. In order to do that, you click Add and Folder and name it Recordings. Since I've already done that, I want to go ahead and open my recordings folder. And then I would like to add my resource there. So I'm going to click Add. And then from the elements, instead of selecting a file, because the video file itself is probably going to be too large, which is why we linked it to our Google Drive. So I'm going to click Link. Now, just a couple minutes ago, I copied the link to my video already, so I can just click Control V and paste it there. You want to uncheck this page, this embed page with itsLearning. It just makes kind of a messy file, so uncheck that to make it clean. And then you'll need our title name. I recommend something like August 19 morning meeting. Be consistent in your file names. It just will make life easier for everybody in the long run. Okay, now I'm going to save. If for some reason I need to edit something, I can always edit things over here if I need to. But for now, I'm happy with this. I'm coming back to my overview. And now I'm ready to create an announcement. So my update is something like catch up with our morning meeting in the link below. You might even want to include the date. Here's I click resource. And now I know my recording is in the recording folder, so I want to click the little arrow so I can navigate to it. And here is August 19th morning meeting. You see I have a couple of different options here because I've practiced this for you. Add. So now I have catch up with our morning meeting in the link below. And at this point, I can schedule this announcement. I can decide if I want comments disabled. And after those decisions are made, I can just add the announcement. And now my students can go ahead and access the morning meeting by just clicking on the link. Just as a caveat, know that as this practice begins and as we continue to use itsLearning more and more, eventually your students will know that they can just go to the resources tab to catch up on the recordings of your sessions, knowing that once they open that folder, they will all be named in a way that's easy for them to be located. And there you have it. Have a great launch to your school year, everyone. I wish you all the best.